The Chinese company behind TikTok just released what people call the death of Hollywood, Seedance 2.0, and with this model alone, anyone can create a short film that actually looks professional. So today, I'm going to show you what really makes it the best AI video generator and how it destroyed all the popular models like Sora 2, Google VO3, and Kling. Seedance 2.0 is now live on Higgsfield, so if you want to try it yourself and not fall behind this fast-moving technology, I'll leave a link in the description. So let's take a look at the 5 capabilities that completely change this new AI model: character consistency, realistic physics and people, camera movements, and precision. The improvements on precision shocked me the most, but before we get to that, let's see the character consistency. Almost every single AI model can create videos with 2 methods: text to video and image to video, and this is no longer impressive. So Seedance introduced one more method that changed everything. It's called video to video, and here's where it gets wild. You can upload up to 3 videos, 6 images, and an audio file all at once, and use them as references for the camera movements, video style, action, and more. Not only does this give you more control than you've ever thought was possible, but it also gives you one of the biggest advantages out there. Most AI models, including Seedance 2.0, are limited to generating 15-second clips. But with the video reference feature, you can take the last 3 seconds of a generated clip and use it as a reference for the next clip. So in theory, you can make 3-minute videos or 2-hour-long films all in one tool. That's exactly how this 56-second clip was made. I'm simply amazed. Here you can actually see how much it has improved from all the other models, because the fire and ice textures are so realistic. The body movements feel supernatural, but what's really amazing is that the characters stay throughout the entire video, which has 56 seconds. This is a level that no other AI model has achieved. All the scenes transition so naturally and the shots look great. There's also no morphing at all. The overall video is really solid. I actually have nothing to point out in it. And it's amazing how before Seedance 2.0, we were judging AI clips based on morphs or camera movements, but now it's like watching a movie and trying to find small mistakes in it. And this is a 56-second video, so there are multiple generations stitched together. Now I don't know about you, but I don't even know where one generation ends and where the next starts. Everything is just flawless, but it could be just this video that looks so good. So let's see another clip that uses multiple generations and pay attention to the characters to see if they stay consistent or if there are any minor mistakes. These 2 men are fighting so hard that I can actually see the sweat on their bodies, and this slow motion intensifies the entire moment, making it more dramatic. But at the same time, everything else looks so realistic. The characters, the background, and the movements all feel so real. And I love how they combine the punches with the subtle crash zooms and the dust flying through. I'm really curious what inputs are behind this generation, because it looks so clean and detailed. Also, it's a 25-second clip, but it manages to keep the text from the walls consistent all the way through. Seedance 2.0 is simply beating every other AI model at character consistency across different generations. However, this is completely useless in a real movie if the model is not good at replicating realistic physics. And as you know, Sora 2 was the king of physics up until now, so let's see if Seedance can take its place.
I like balance. I like strength.
This looks like a full motivational sports ad. Every movement, every punch, and every hand entry into the water feels so realistic. Sora 2 was good, but this right here is a new level of physics. It even created a perfect shadow for the woman running. Also, the lip sync is perfect, there's no morphing at all, and the camera movements are really impressive. The scene cuts are very wholesome, and even the color grading and composition look very impressive. But this seems to be something common among all the Seedance generations. Just take a look at this Formula 1 racing. One of the craziest things is that it even imitates the car suspensions. Every time the car makes a turn, the wheels from that side slightly dip, just like in real life. I actually feel like I'm watching a Formula 1 car race on TV. The speed and motion are exactly the same. The camera angles, like the grip shot behind the tire, are the same, and even the sound matches reality. And if you pay attention, you can even see the rain spray behind the cars. I truly believe it can't get better than this. But what's actually unique is the text on the moving cars. There's no morphing at all, and there's no other popular AI model that can keep this consistency for 15 seconds. Seedance is now definitely the new king of realistic physics, but what about realistic human interactions? Because if it feels robotic, it's simply unusable. Kling is the well-known model for creating UGC content, so let's see if Seedance can take its place. To take it to a stress test, I want to see how it generates UGC content where a girl puts moisturizer on her face. The reason I'm doing this is because it's one of the hardest parts of UGC content, and if you've tried it before, you know how many credits you can spend without getting anything good enough. The main problem is in the small details. There's always something that makes your brain realize it's AI. So let's see if Seedance can take this test.
它叫 Silky 的 Cream， 然后我觉得还蛮不错的，所以我现在就用这个。
This is really impressive. The lighting is not professional, but this is what actually makes the content seem so real. The acting is great and the movement is so smooth. It definitely passed the test and it actually did more than that. It kept the typical style of UGC, which is made of all these video cuts. The brand name stays consistent on the product, and the lip sync is almost perfect. Everything is flawless, and it can do the same even if there's a lot of action going on. Here's a POV fight that highlights it perfectly. This fight moves so fast that it would break in any other AI video generator, and I'm not sure how Seedance does it, but it keeps everything smooth and consistent. All the punches and moves are on point, but that's not the main reason Hollywood is panicking. Up until now, AI models could imitate physics, human interactions, and keep them consistent at a decent level. But what was almost impossible was cinematic multi-shot sequences. Now, Seedance 2.0 can generate all of that with one single prompt. So the scenes that took millions of dollars to create in Hollywood can now be done by a single person from their room. And here's the proof. This is solid. The only thing I think it missed was the number of swords. In the beginning, the man on the left has 2 swords, but later in the clip, he only has 1. But apart from this, all the details are in place. Just take a look at how clean the window breaks or how smoothly that big lamp falls. I love how for every couple of seconds, the camera moves to another angle. There are a lot of multi-shots, but the transition between them is so smooth that it seems natural. I once tried to do a scene like this with Google VO3, and I remember the cuts felt very rigid. But here, Seedance has nailed everything, including the VFX, which are really on point. This video is pretty long, so I'm sure there are more generations stitched into one. But again, the transitions are so well done that I can't tell for sure where one ends and another begins. This scene alone would cost a lot to make in a real studio, and besides that, you'd need an entire film crew and actors. But the next scene is a bit different. It couldn't even be recreated in reality because the characters are not humans. I think this is honestly the funniest video from the list. A cat fighting with a dog midair. This is the strangest scene I've seen today, but it's still impressive how it combines the adorable with complex camera movement. It's more of a combination between TikTok and Hollywood here. I don't know how much it took to create this, but I'd love to see the input behind it and create one myself. The overall editing style with the speed ramp ups and the camera movements makes the whole scene so dynamic. And now, there's one final capability that Seedance 2.0 uses to create videos at such a quality. I'm talking about precise motion. So let's watch this clip and see what I mean by that. The motion is very clean and precise. The arrow just splits perfectly in half, and I can't see any morphing in the whole clip. So this is definitely another level compared to previous AI models, and honestly, I'm very impressed. I think this is my favorite one from the entire list. Just imagine combining all of these capabilities inside one single video. Hollywood should really be concerned about how good Seedance is. There's a user online who claims he gave this new AI model just a picture and got this insane motion design. The only problem I see here is the number morphing a little, but aside from that, it's all solid. And if you think this was all done by Seedance from just a photo, you start to think that this AI video generator has a brain, and that's because it actually has one. Compared to most AI video models, this one starts the deep research process when it doesn't get enough context from the user. This is what makes it so good at hyperrealism, consistency, and precise motion. So Seedance will really change the AI space from now on. And if you want to test it yourself, I'll leave a link to Higgsfield down in the description below where you can try it out today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.